Today I will be taking the rarest first class flight in the entire world, alongside the most luxurious first class train ticket I can find, and much more because I'll be doing every type of first class travel I could find. It's gonna be a fun one and also quite the luxurious one, so make sure to grab your golden popcorn and let's do this. The first mode of first class travel we're gonna be testing is a first class train ride. And to do this, we're in Tokyo because I'm pretty sure first class train travel doesn't exist in the United States, and we'll be boarding a train called the Sambucha X3, which is one of the most sophisticated and luxury trains out there. The seat that we got is called the cockpit suite, so it's literally like right next to the conductor, and it's this massive room meant for like 10 people. So let's see how nice this is, and we're gonna board any second, so let's do this. All right guys, here we go into the cockpit lounge. Oh, I don't think it's all ours though. Wow. Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh, is this? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool. Conductor, hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hey guys, so we just arrived on our first class cockpit lounge on the train. So this is like a normal train. So look at normal train seats and then think about how people sit. And then this is how the first class sit on a train. I have a full 3-seater couch with 2 other couches on each side. Plus we have 3 tables complete with about 10 total cup holders. As you saw, we were able to interact with the conductor, and he gave us like his special card as well as a trading card that has like a holographic image on it. In addition to that, there is a bar on board that we were able to access back there, as you saw. So now we're in the cockpit suite. That was the cockpit lounge, and we're just gonna be lounging for the next hour and seeing what else we get from here. I think we have private bathrooms as well, which we'll show you, but we are actually lounging in the suite here. This is really nice. You could take a nap. You could do really anything here. Something you also get with being first class is the Sambucha X, which is the name of the train, slippers. So you can pop off your sneakers, and let's see what these look like. Nice. So you have these entire Sambucha X themed slippers to throw on, just so you could remain comfy, lounge a bit on this hour ride. It looks like you're also able to adjust the heater in this room, so you have like your own AC unit. Right now it's on standard, but you could put it higher as well. And there's also an emergency intercom in this specific room, so you can basically get help whenever you want. Okay, so we have the menu here, so we're able to order things like coffee, tea, and some food as well. So it's at the cafe counter in Cockpit Lounge 1, as you guys saw before. They have many prepared products, they note. Definitely gonna take advantage of this. I wanna see what the food is like on a first class train. All right guys, so the conductor actually just left the cockpit, which means we're in the cockpit suite by ourselves. So we technically could probably access that because that's just an automatic door. So if we go up, I'm sure we can control this train, which obviously we're not going to do, but just shows the level of trust they put in first class passengers. So if you pay 20,000 yen, I'm not sure what that converts to exactly, you could probably end up driving the train. That wouldn't be first class without a lay flat seat. And in this case, I have a perfect lay flat with this sofa being right here, and it can accommodate my 6-foot body, and I can comfortably lay out like this. And you even have a TV screen I'm noticing up there as well. I mean, it's really just showing ads and like other things to promote the train, but at least I got a screen in front of me. But yeah, I can connect to Wi-Fi and then just lounge out and watch something on my phone for the next hour while sipping my coffee and then looking at my trading card too. Something I'm just realizing is that there's an entire mini fridge behind this seat right here, and inside it, oh, look at that. We get 7 Sambucha X waters. Oh, cool. And I guess you can store other things in here as well. But yeah, 7 waters. That goes to show how many people they expect to be here. Meanwhile, it's just 2 people in it. Okay guys, so it looks like there's a little bit of a line to get into the cafe. Nonetheless, we're gonna persist and we will be getting our coffee, tea, and hopefully a couple snacks as well. It is limited quantity though, so hopefully we're not too late, but we'll just get whatever they have. And I'm pretty sure since we're first class, it's all included, whereas everybody else has to pay a la carte. Okay, so it looks like you place your order beforehand with the waitress right here, and then she relays it to the lounge area, and then you can go inside once there's ample seating. Right now it's full, because I think anybody can access this onboard cafe. Iced coffee, apple tea, and strawberry and milk gelato.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the onboard cafe. We have our receipt right here, and we're about to get our coffee, tea, and sweet. Arigatou gozaimasu. Food has been secured. Let's go back to the cabin. And let's see what this food looks like on a first class train cabin. One interesting thing is they had like 4 beers on tap. So I don't know where that's running from, but they have tap beer available, and it was their own like Sambucha X branded beer. So here we have what I got, which is this Sambucha X apple tea. So it's like a hot apple tea. I feel like it's good for the fall. Then we also have their original Sambucha X iced coffee, which is like their own recipe here. Not quite big, not American sized, but nonetheless, here it is. And then for a little snack, they had this strawberry milk gelato right here that I thought would be fun to try. And last but not least, you get a little trinket every time you order something as a first class passenger. And for this, it looks like we got these Sambucha X branded wipes. So I'm going to wash my hands, give this stuff a try, and then let's see if there's anything else. unscented. All right, let's start off with the food item. So this is the strawberry milk gelato made on board, churning like the ice cream. They have like some churners back there that are making this fresh. All right, here we go. For train gelato, that is strong. That is good. Let's try their apple tea, brewed freshly on board. Strong aroma, definitely smells like an apple. And as far as the taste goes, very hot, but delicious. Tastes like an apple in a tea, apple tea. I like the variety. They have a lot of different options you can order on board. I guess the only thing is at first I thought that it would be delivered as first class passengers, but unfortunately we had to go up there with economy, premium economy, and business to ultimately get it, which was fine. It was good to kind of walk through the train, see what else is going on there. But as far as the food on board goes, very good. Now obviously I don't want to bring the camera inside of the bathroom, but we did get a little bit of footage of what the bathroom looks like, and it was huge. Like this bathroom on train was probably like half the size of this cockpit suite. It had the bidet on it, just like any good Japanese toilet. So you could have heated seats, you could have a warm stream just going right into your butt. But overall, what you'd expect from a first class train bathroom. The conductor just asked if we can take a picture together. So I think that's because we're first class passengers and he wants to like commemorate it. So we're about to do that.
What's your name?
Sambucha. Hi. Sambucha YouTube. Sambucha YouTube.
Sambucha. Ooh.
All right. So the conductor and I just took a picture. We just vibed a little bit. Really awesome guy. Shout out to the conductor on this train. I think we deboard in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll be getting off, and unfortunately that will be the end of our first class train ride. This was a blast though. Lots of fun on board, good food, obviously a great cockpit, great conductor, great bathroom too. Literally from start to finish. I mean, this was definitely worth it, especially if you're here with like 5-6 people, split the cost. Really enjoyed this ride. So after this, we'll hop off, then move on to our next form of first class travel. All right, we're heading out now. So we're gonna say our goodbyes. Hajimemashite, arigatou gozaimasu. And now we are leaving. Arigatou gozaimasu. So we are about to head to the airport for our first class flight, and this is our driver who's picking us up. So this is step 1 of first class flying. Hi, Sam. Good morning, ni hao. Thank you, thank you. Arriving in style here. These are like airplane seats. We're about 30 minutes from the airport, so we're gonna enjoy this ride, and then this flight supposedly is gonna be crazy. This is the rarest first class flight you could possibly take. So we're gonna be arriving at a VIP terminal, which is separate from the normal airport terminals. And again, the airline is called Starlux, and a lot of people online have dubbed this the rarest first class experience, from the terminal to the plane, and then them even picking you up at your hotel and bringing you to the airport. All right guys, so we just pulled up to the VIP terminal, so we are gonna get out now and then hopefully proceed and board our flight soon. So we've arrived in the VIP terminal. We got through immigrations, customs, and security in like 2 seconds. We obviously couldn't record that, but this is what it looks like to be in the VIP terminal. I think this is Salt, and that's like the Starlux logo. So they made the logo by Salt, I think. I haven't even touched it yet. Yeah, that's impressive. Tea here, a little like yogurt parfait with fruit in it. Tastes very good. We're sitting next to a Johnny Walker War Room. So there's like Blue Label whiskey, and then there's like a top hat. We have like a lot of pictures of seemingly famous people here. The menus are completely wood, and you can basically order whatever you want. So this is kind of like what you get for entering. And then beyond that, you can order things like certain mains. They have like boneless short rib, golden quinoa, scrambled egg, truffle pasta. And this is all before the flight. So when you're on the flight, you even get further things. So just the VIP terminal is looking sweet right now. It's actually a good amount of people here, so I don't know if everybody's on the same flight, but nonetheless, great start. Nothing like a Coke Zero at 8 a.m. That'll wake you up. So I think Michael got the version of like their continental breakfast, which is eggs and like Wagyu, and then there's like a salad, a croissant, and French fries with, I don't know what that is, but I think this might be like the matcha bun. And then I ended up getting like a braised beef soup. So a lot of interesting options, but this place is really cool. I'm gonna give it a try. Tasty. They said their beef is imported from Australia, which makes sense because we're in Taiwan, which is pretty close. I want to give this a bite. Also very tasty. We also got a strawberry jam sandwich, which is basically like an Uncrustables. It actually tastes exactly like one. All right, so we're gonna enter this secret room here. Oh, very cool. All right, so this is additional seating in the VIP terminal. So when that main area fills up, you're able to come into here, which is really nice. And then they have a bunch of different things on the wall there. They have some nice, I think like marble tops and seating here. So just additional rooms. I mean, this VIP terminal is super nice. They have a gym, they have a spa, but nonetheless, really nice. We're gonna finish up our meals, then we're gonna board this plane and see what the experience is all about. Really cool so far. So we're finishing up the food here. We actually got some dumplings as well. well. So just an entire spread of food here. So between the sandwich, the dumplings, the beef soup, the yogurt, the tea, the Coke Zero, the waters, the orange juice, we're gonna be stuffed before this flight. We also got a note that we can board early, so we're able to like show you the entire plane, show you what our first class cabin looks like. This is gonna be great. I'm excited to show you guys the rest. All right, so we are going through the terminal now, and since we're first class, we are on this like little cart that I guess is just bringing us directly to the gate, and then from there we're gonna board. So now we're just in the normal terminal, so a little bit awkward now that we're just like passing people who are just in the normal terminal, and then here we are on this, but we're zooming by. It's like the ultimate way to get to your gate. If your flight's boarding in 2 minutes, you gotta hop in one of these guys and you'll make it. You get like a speed run of the airport. You basically see every gate, every store, every restaurant, all the duty-free shops. So we made it to the gate now, so I think now we're going to where the normal people are. Ooh, I don't like it here. After being so elitist, it's like we're with the normal people again. But I think we're just going straight on. So we are the first people to board the plane. Here we go. How are you? Thank you so much. All right, and here we go. Boarding the plane now.
This is your first time with Starbucks?
Yeah, first time with Starlux. So Annie is bringing us now to our first class boarding. So you get an entirely separate turn. If you've flown business before, then you're aware of this, but first class I've never flown. So let's see the difference here. So we are the first people on the plane. So great access. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Thank you.
Thank you. This all here is business class, and then Michael and I in 1D, 1G have these larger first class cabin areas, and our seating is amazing. And then over here though, it's still really nice. Like I love the color grade of this. It just seems really modern and new. So it's a great plane, but the difference between business and first class cannot be understated because like look at the walls that we have built up in our cabin area. So really cool experience so far. Let's go in and check out like what we have in our certain area. All right guys, so this is what our first class cabin looks like. This is like a mini suite. Rent for this in New York City would be like $2,500 a month to get this amount of space. Like we are really living large right here for our 4-hour flight. Let me just show you some of the crazy things you get if you fly first class with the rarest first class in the world, Starlux. So this is obviously the seat, but behind, I think you have a little compartment, and in the department you get a little shelf right here, and then some headphones and just more storage. Never mind the fact that this felt is really nice. Like it's a high grade felt. It's complete with like some aluminum. Almost feels like what the iPhone's made out of. This is completed with that same aluminum and then like a leather here. So your armrest slash little stand next to you is just again like really high quality, good detail there. When you do board, you are met with some chocolate, Starlux by chocolate that you get right here. So this is what that looks like. I'm gonna have to mystery box one of these to give it a try. Great. On top of that, of course, you get your slippers, which come in this really nice bag. Here's the slippers. These are actually some of the comfier slippers that I've ever come across, like in terms of disposable ones that you'd get. So really comfortable with these. I'll definitely be putting these on. You have a really nice pillow, just a little head pillow to provide. So of course, when you're sitting down, you want to lay flat, you can go to sleep. And what's a sleep without a blanket? And this may be the star of the show because this is a really high quality blanket. This is what you get. This is probably a king size blanket that you get aboard Starlux in the first class cabin. It's made of like wool. Like this thing is probably like a $300 blanket. This is a really high quality blanket and it's just given to you just as, I mean, not given, you pay for it, but you get the point. On top of here, we have a ton of storage as well. I mean, I don't know if you can actually store things on top, but there's ample room to do things if you want to do something there. And now let's get to the seat. So I'm gonna sit down, show you some other controls and show you what else is a part of this first class experience. Okay, so we just got our welcome drink, which is this pink sparkling Taiwanese wine, along with some assorted nuts and a very hot owlette, like actually extremely hot. You probably see some of the steam coming off of it. I mean, this is first class right here, right? You're in a little cubby, 35-inch screen right here, drinking some wine as the welcome drink. Very good. And then some assorted nuts too. Pop a couple of these in. And we were in first class. So I went ahead and placed my order and I got A5 Wagyu steak coming alongside this wine, of course, and I just got water because it's only a 3-hour flight. I feel like there's only so much food you could eat, especially because we already ate at the terminal. But nonetheless, A5 Wagyu steak is going to be the meal that I get in this first class cabin here. So really high grade steak that we're gonna be eating. I'm excited to see what it looks like and ultimately how it tastes. There's so many other details and compartments to this place that I didn't even realize upon the first time going through it. So for instance, right here, I thought it was just like an armrest or somewhere to put your phone. Meanwhile, there's actually a button here where this opens up and then there's wireless charging where you can put your phone down and charge up as you're going. In addition to that, this screen right here, it actually goes zero gravity. So they basically took the NASA concept of zero gravity, they said, and they implemented it on the seats. So in addition to laying completely flat, you're also able to like put less pressure on your spine by like putting it not at 180 degrees, but I think kind of looks like that. There's also a mini fridge that you get. So right off to the left of me here, you click that, open it up, and you can get anything from a Voss water to a Coke Coca-Cola to a non-alcoholic Heineken beer. They have a lot of different options. They serve it all over ice too. Let me show you the seatbelt situation here, because in first class, it's a lot different than it is in economy. Well, not completely different, but basically you have your normal one, but since it's 3-point safety, you also have your seatbelt that kind of will go diagonally across you. And that's because first class passengers get treated with more safety, because we have to ensure that they're safe if a plane crashes, because they're the most important people in society. So I think maybe the craziest thing about this cabin is the 35-inch screen that you get in front of you, and it is really high definition. I don't know if it translates well on camera, but this thing is like LED, OLED, 8K, 60 FPS. You have different language options, start it up, and you have movies. You have HBO Max. Wait, what? Like, you could watch The White Lotus on here if you want, and The Last of Us. So they have like streaming services embedded into this. Some of the other cool features is the game section. So if you click on that, you're able to play things like Angry Birds, Home Run Derby, and you could even link up your own device, because there are certain ports underneath the seats where you could get some like HDMI connection and then ultimately play your Switch on the screen right here. So there we are in Taipei, Taiwan, and we are heading to Narita Airport in Tokyo, Japan. It says only 2 hours and 33 minutes until we land, and then there's like some smart chat that just popped up. So I think you could like interact with it a little bit as well. Here's a 360 of the aircraft. So if you wanted to just look at the plane, this is what the Starlux plane looks like. And then you can't really see me, but I would in theory be like right there. One thing you can't escape, even if you are in first class, is unskippable ads. I accidentally clicked on it. Now I have a 17-second lotion commercial. But that's basically it for now. So we're gonna wait for takeoff, and then we'll see what this food looks like and what other little aspects of this experience we can show you. Traveling as an American has been great so far, but I'd say the one difficult thing I could see is not being able to manage your money globally for things like pulling cash, moving funds around, currency exchange, and all those financial hiccups that come with traveling to a new country. I mean, unless obviously you have Revolut, the global financial app that's used by over 65 million people worldwide. And right now, new users can get $20 by signing up with my specific link, which is great value. But what's great is that with Revolut, you can manage your money beyond borders like me here in Japan. And with Revolut, your money is truly global. So for instance, you're able to spend, send, and receive money internationally in over 25 currencies in over 140 countries, exchange currency in-app at market rates so you know you're not getting overcharged, and accrue no ATM withdrawal fees locally and globally when you use in-network ATMs. Also, you guys know I'm personally a huge fan of high-yield savings account, and with Revolut, you can get one of the best rates in the market with up to a 5.5% APY for their paid metal plan and a 4.0% APY for the standard plan with no monthly fees. Access it when you want, and interest is paid monthly, the best case scenario. And you can control everything in the app, so you can track spending, freeze your cards, 24/7 support, create disposable cards, whatever it may be. So if you're traveling like I am, have some peace of mind knowing that you can control literally everything straight from the app. Again, new users get $20 when you sign up using my specific link, so go ahead and click it to get started or scan this QR code right here. Anyway, thank you to Revolut for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. So I think the food service is about to happen, so they're gonna prepare the table here right now, perfectly. Hello? Oh, thank you so much. All right, so food service is about to begin. As you just saw, I have now the table made in front of me, complete with a tablecloth and then a napkin folded on here. If you love like watching YouTube or movies with your food, you would love this situation, because this is like right in your face, almost like you're at like a desktop monitor, but you have like actual space in front of you, and you could recline too if you want. So you can actually put it into, for instance, reading mode, which basically lounges you like this, and now I'm just really relaxed and I'm able to eat my food. So we're gonna wait for the Wagyu to come out. Still kind of crazy that 35,000 feet in the air, in first class, you can get A5 Wagyu. Let's see what this tastes like. Okay, so we have our first course here. It's a yakitori. I have no idea what this was. I think it's some like Japanese specialty. And then we have octopus here, and it's all like fine dining. It's in a chilled glass right here. Nice glass of water, and complete with chopsticks as well. So I'm gonna start off by trying this octopus. I didn't even know that I was getting this. This is like a surprised appetizer that I get, and it's octopus. It looks very good. I don't know what like glaze or sauce it's in, but I'm really excited to eat this. It's in like a Dijon mustard sauce, which pairs really well with the octopus. But who would have thought honey mustard and octopus goes well together? Starlux did. Really strong. Now, I don't know what this is. I think it's like a chicken wing, right? It looks like a chicken wing. Okay, I think it was like a water chestnut or something. Yeah, I think that's chicken. I mean, it's very good across the board. These two appetizers are more than expected. I didn't think I was gonna get these. You get octopus and mustard, and then some chicken maybe wing that you get. It's a very good start, and I'm very excited for the A5. Just a few more details about the food. So the water is actually aquapana, which is like a really nice water, obviously, right? And then actually I'm getting right now a first class exclusive milk bubble tea that Starbucks only prepares for its first class passengers. And then I think shortly after that, I'll be getting my A5 Wagyu. So far, we're about 30 minutes into the flight, and it's like a combination of being at a 3 Michelin star restaurant in terms of like the attention to detail, the servicing around the food and drink, but then also being obviously on a first class flight, being in this cabin and just having all the room in the world. So certainly a luxurious experience. And we even have our own private bathrooms too, which I'll be showing you in a couple of minutes. Okay, and just like that, 10 seconds after mentioning it, I now have my milk tea. It's chilled, it's nice. I actually don't even know what milk tea is. I'm guessing it's just tea with a lot of milk in it. That's what it looks like, at least. Could be wrong. I don't know if it has boba. I have a boba straw, so I believe it does. I think that's what milk tea maybe is. I'm about to find out. This is a learning experience for me as well. And here we go. Let's go in for a sip. Definitely boba, definitely milky, and definitely tea. This is good. So previously I had some milk bubble tea at a restaurant called Coco that has a bunch of fast food spots around New York City, and they're based out of Taiwan. And I'm not like a huge fan of bubble tea. And after that, I kind of like confirmed that I don't like bubble tea. But then after having this, it's very good. And then the main course. Wow, this looks really good. So I have Odin right here. I think this is some sort of like sticky rice here, shiitake mushroom soup here, and then the main attraction, which is the A5 Wagyu with mushrooms right here. I'm really excited to dive into this. I'll let you know how each and every one is. Really high quality food though. So let's go ahead and try this A5 Wagyu. Oh, look at that. Sometimes when they say it's A5 Wagyu, it's actually not. But since we're going to Japan, I feel like it's more accessible to get Wagyu, to get Kobe beef. So I have a feeling this is actually legitimate. Yeah, that's really good. Wow, that is really good. That is certainly A5 Wagyu. That is like melts in your mouth. Try these mushrooms as well here. This might be a shiitake mushroom, which is the same thing as the soup. And I love mushrooms. Good source of protein as well. Also very good. Let's go ahead and try this Odin. So it's like a baby squid. I'll eat you right up. Also very good. And then of course we have the rice. The rice is rice. And then lastly, we have our soup here. So let's go ahead and give this a good sip. Amazing meal. The fact that you can get this on a plane is crazy enough, but first class food definitely lives up to it, especially on Starlux Airlines. This isn't like an ad or anything either. I mean, we paid like $7,000 for these 2 seats, but so far, honestly worth it. Really enjoying it. So we have a Japanese Bernese cake here that kind of looks like Jello-like. Here we have a macaron, and here we have some assorted fruit. I have my milk tea here, and I'm also getting some green tea. So this is going to top off the finale. This is the dessert. Again, we have one total meal, but this meal has been stretched out pretty nicely between the multiple appetizers, the entree, and now this. Plus, never mind all the drinks and like the welcome drink and everything we got too. Really fancy fork too, a 2-pronged fork. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this Japanese thing that has a gold flake on top of it too. Let's just break into this, give it a try. Yeah, so it's like a gelatin. Don't really taste the gold. And I also want to try this macaron. It's moist. Usually I don't like when it's just like dry, like you're biting into like a cracker, but that tastes good. And then the fruit, of course, I mean, the fruit is the fruit. I'm sure it's like high quality. It looks good. Try the berries, because that's my favorite. It's fruit. Good though. All right, so we just finished up the meal. The meal was awesome across the board, all 3 courses. So really impressed with everything. Had like 2 or 3 cups of tea, had my milk tea, just like insane. Like just a lot of food and drink and refreshments and service. Feels overwhelming at times, honestly. But I'm cleaning up now. I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom and I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like, because apparently it's our own personal lavatory, which I've never seen on a plane. So I'm excited to show you what first class gets. All right guys, so we are inside the bathroom now. This is the nicest airplane bathroom I've ever been in. Look at this. So there's, I think, real flowers here. Then they have incense, so it smells really good in here for it being a bathroom. Neither me or Michael has been in here yet, so this is just completely clean. Another flower right there you'll see. And then you have a bunch of little towels and different toiletries that you could take. They have this Hugens hand soap and lotion right there. So overall, really nice bathroom, and I just love the fact that it's ours. Like nobody else can go in. So we're pretty much finished with most of the servicing. We landed about an hour and a half, but I want to show you what is arguably one of the coolest parts of first class that you can't get in business class, and that is having the full cubby to yourself. So right now it just looks like a giant cabin. We have this whole area, but what if I told you we can get even more privacy? Because you can shut this, so now you're just in your own world. People walking by, they can't look in unless they look over, which is honestly a little bit creepy. The attendants can still kind of talk to you, but for the most part, you're just in your own world now, and you can just go to sleep, lounge out for the rest of the flight, which we will be doing. But before that, I want to show you the turn down service they have, in which they actually make the bed for you so you could sleep on a more comfortable, I think even little mattress that they put on the seat. So before I lounge out for the next hour and a half, I'll show you guys that. Okay guys, so I'm currently in the seat next to me because of the 4 seats, only the 2 that we purchased are occupied. ride. So Starlux, shout out to Andy, who's the flight cabin manager. She was really sweet, just like giving us a tour of like the entire vicinity, treating us like extra well. She actually made the bed for this one, so I don't have to disrupt what's happening in our cabin. So this is what it looks like ultimately if you're in one of the end cabins. So you have like a perfect 2, maybe even 3 window look at the outside. And then this is the lay flat and the situation you're looking at. Oh, it's so comfy too. It's like you have like a Tempur-Pedic beneath you. I mean, in terms of a sleep on a plane, I don't know how much better it can get than this. I mean, you're lying flat with a perfect 35-inch TV in front of you. You turn on a Sambucha video and you fall right asleep. Turn to your left, you're 35,000 feet in the sky, have your own private bathroom, you have a full course meal, and this is just for a 3-hour flight. Imagine what they do for these long international hauls. I'm sure it's crazy. Great privacy. Shout out to Andy again, who's the manager on board. Starlux has been a great first class experience. Now I'm gonna get some sleep, and hopefully in like an hour or so, I show you something else new. All right, I wanna show you what zero gravity mode looks like. So again, they were inspired by NASA to do this. So instead of the lay flat, this is what zero gravity takes you. So I'm like an astronaut right now. So I guess it decompresses the spine a little bit, so you don't really feel some stress on your tailbone. I guess that's what the logic behind zero gravity is. So there's not any pressure here because it's all on your front and then the top of your back. Cool, thank you. They give you candy, Starlux candy. I got like the Taiwanese guava. So let me just buckle up because we're gonna be landing soon, and then I'll try this candy. Just to top it off. So we're gonna be landing in about 30 minutes or so. I don't think after deplaning there's gonna be anything else really to show. Not that there needs to be. I mean, there's been so much stuff already. Just for a 2.5-hour flight. We're about to land in Tokyo in about 20 minutes. So just got to Japan now. We are exiting the plane and walking through the airport. Let's see what else we got. Thought it was over. I like getting escorted everywhere. It's nice having just somebody kind of guiding us always. So I think our luggage, since we were first class, actually goes inside of these suitcases here. So if we end up seeing a brown suitcase, we know that that's our luggage. I've never seen this before. I guess it's to protect it ultimately. Oh my gosh, that's it. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. They were also the first 2 on the luggage carousel, so that was great. So we just got off our flight. We just went through immigrations and stuff. We couldn't show a lot of it, but basically after we got our luggage, we just went straight through, like no lines or anything. It was actually sick because the normal line looked like it was about 45 minutes long. We just got straight through. Probably from plane to now at the exit of the airport took maybe like 6 minutes, which is kind of absurd. So got all that done, and now we're going to get picked up in a first class vehicle. So we're waiting on that, and then we'll go inside. All right guys, so as I mentioned, we just finished our first class flight with Starlux. Now we're getting to our first class car transportation. It's gonna take us to the hotel. This is apparently gonna be like some crazy like Mercedes-Benz that has like reclining seats, similar to what took us to the airport in the first place. All right, I see him waiting there with the sign. I think the sign says Sambucha. I'm pretty sure. I told them to put that on the request, so let's see if they actually put the YouTube channel name on there. Oh, Sambucha? Yes. Hello, konnichiwa. Arigato gozaimasu. I've never had somebody at the airport hold up a sign that says my name and then also take the luggage. It really is like luxury. I mean, I know this is a 5-star video, but it is surprising just to see the level of treatment you get if you're willing to pay the extra penny, or in this case, thousands of dollars. All right, so we're waiting here. He's bringing the car around. He told us his license plate, so we're gonna keep that in mind and hopefully not get into the wrong car, because in Japan, there's not like a lot of great English, so if we are in the wrong car, I'm sure they'll just drive off just thinking that it's normal. I don't know what car to expect. I put in a couple requests for like a Mercedes, a Lexus. They even had a Rolls-Royce option, but I don't think that was available. So we're gonna see what this car ultimately looks like, and then we're gonna do an 1.5-hour drive into the center of Tokyo, because right now it's about 4 p.m., so I think there's a little bit of traffic and stuff. All right, the car is arriving now. Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. Nice, wow, a Lexus. So let's see what this inside looks like, because we're gonna kick back for about an hour here. Ooh, dare I say we actually have better seats than when we came in, because I'm seeing more functionality, more customizing stuff, and even up top, there is like a ton of stuff to explore. Evian water as well. Touchscreen with iPhones? What? Oh my gosh. And then we have like a really nice carpet beneath us. All right, we're in for a fun ride. All right, so let's explore what's in here. So, I mean, right off the bat, in addition to the seats, there's like a bunch of different functions up here, like roof shade. What does this mean? Oh, look at that. So you can control like 1/2 of the roof shade, because right now Michael's is still there. And then the other button opens up that one. So tons of natural lighting that you can basically get just from using these buttons here. I mean, other than that, it looks like these are like door open, door close, which I won't be touching. Then there's the side shades, which I can adjust. So I'm assuming something will come up or come down on this side. Yep, so if it is too sunny, you can use the shade right there. An entire climate panel as well. And then you have some lights here that you can click. So as I mentioned, there's an entire screen, like an iPhone right here, where you can just control everything in the car. So basically everything I showed, the entire climate panel and all the different things with the lights and the shades, you can just do it here. So you can click on anything like audio, climate, even adjust the seats just from this iPhone. But then also right here, you can also manually choose to adjust every single aspect of the seat. So if you want the backrest to go down, hold that, and you can get pretty deep, and then you can adjust the legs and even in between. Oh yeah, so you can pretty much lay flat here. Really pleasant experience, especially if you're having like a 1.5 hour drive like we have. I mean, given we're just getting off a flight, this is very nice to have the comfort of this. But otherwise, very clean in here, very nice driver, and just feels super comfortable. Like that's been kind of like the theme of this, and just all first class transportation. You just pay for extra comfort. There's no stress. And there's also a screen up there where you can attach an HDMI cable and then either play a movie or a video game, whatever it may be. I'm not interested in screens right now because I'm gonna probably take a nap, and hopefully when I wake up, we're in Tokyo. The next type of first class travel we're gonna be doing is staying at a 5-star hotel. More specifically, we're in Tokyo right now at Jeonnu, which is one of the nicest hotels in all of Tokyo and in the entire world. I think it's ranked like number 20th or something right now. So we're gonna check in, we're gonna see what this is ultimately like. So far, it's been really great. I think it's just gonna be elevated even further because I've heard a lot of great things. I wanna see what the room looks like. I wanna see what amenities they have to offer, and let's just see ultimately what a 5-star hotel has to offer. Let's go in. So we're currently waiting to check in. So once we get our key, we'll go into our room and then I'll show you what that looks like. But so far it's been great. Really comfortable, good vibes in here. Definitely feels luxurious. Upon arrival, they just kind of like took our luggage. Everything was taken care of. And now we're just waiting to get to our room. The view is incredible. We have the Tokyo Tower right out here. I'm excited to see what else there is. All right, so we are room 1215. Here we go, 1215. So you have a little bell here. So if you want to get somebody to come up to maybe like get something for you. Also a little hook here too. I don't know if that's like to leave something, but let's go inside and see what this 5-star hotel room looks like. Ooh, this is really nice. Wow. All right, this place is really beautiful. It's like a super open concept. Let me show you some of the things that we got here. Okay, so the first thing is we have some complimentary Mount Fuji mineral water, as well as a classic rice blend caffeine-free tea. What do we have in here? Oh, look at this. A little like Japanese tea set. Really good attention to detail. I'm guessing this is the complimentary mini bar. Let's see what we got. Coke Zero, Coke Zero, Coke Zero. Let's go. More water, and then looks like maybe some alcoholic drinks as well. In here, we have like a fine dining set. Okay, I've never seen that before in a hotel. And in the bottom drawer, so more wine, looks to be complimentary as well. Now let's look at the room here. So we have like this little couch area. There's no TV notably, unless it's hiding. So that'll be interesting to kind of take a peek around to see what that looks like. But this is a really comfy couch. Interesting concept because you can't like fully extend your legs unless you put them on the table, which I'm not gonna do. But next to it, we have a desk right here with a like mega iPad. Okay, and this just tells you a lot about, I guess, their different amenities. Oh, welcome, Sam. Room 1215. That is not unfortunately our view though, but we do have quite the beautiful view. So this is our balcony. Oh, it's so zen out here. So from here, you just have a really good view of the general city. So out there is just kind of like center Tokyo, and they have a lot of greenery too down there. And then if you want to just chill out in the morning, you could sit on these pretty low seats, low table, just the Japanese way, and just relax in the morning, grab matcha, and just hang out. Very zen. But let's see what else. Okay, so we have the double bed situation, and we have a really nice rug beneath us. Okay, so then we have a panel of buttons here. So this first one is probably the reading light that you get from the bed. This is maybe for all the lights. So let's see what happens with this light right here. Yep, so that turns off this light, makes it dark in here. And then this is probably gonna be my favorite because I'm pretty sure this controls the shades. So I'm going to just click all the way down and let's see what happens. And just like that, the shades go down from the click of a button. So if you're laying in bed and you wanna go to sleep, bam, just click one button and all the shades are down. And then I'm really confused about the TV situation. I'm pretty sure though, I've seen this before, the TV should be coming out of here. I could see the remote being in here. Oh, here it is. Look at that, up, down. Okay, you ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Wow, yep. So you just click this button once and then the entire TV comes up. Welcome, Samsung. That's really cool. And I like how the TV doesn't have to occupy space in this room because you can just click a button and then it goes down. Now let's move on to the bathroom. So right here, like next to the living room, because it's very open concept, is just the tub. And it's a very nice tub. Here's the sink area. So here we have lotion and hand wash, fresh towels, close-up mirrors, and then, ooh, some interesting buttons here. Let me click it. Okay, so that's light control. And you can choose to dim and brighten the lights. And you're probably thinking, where's the shower? Where's the toilet? Have no fear, because there are 2 2 doors here. Push this in and we have a beautiful shower, rainfall, also complete with conditioner, body wash, and shampoo. And then what is this? Oh, I thought this would open up, but I think it's just somewhere to sit. So if you want to take a long time in the shower, relax, long day in Tokyo walking around, feel free to take a little nap in here. And then in here, ta-da, we have the toilet. Oh my gosh, I didn't even touch it. It's sensing that I'm here. All right, so I guess it's like, there's automatic sensors here. Now, one of the coolest things about being in Japan is their toilets. So bidets are like level 1, like how you can just like use water to shoot it near your butt to clean it out. But there's also a lot of different things here. So you can change, for instance, the pressure, the position. You can put a dryer with like oscillating air. You have to take my word for it because I can't be sitting here on the toilet showing you everything, but just trust me, the functionality of this is pretty insane. Last but not least, we have a bunch of different storage options, even some fine art over here, look at that. And then in here, there's 2 robes, very soft, and 2 pairs of slippers as well. So you can slide into that after you take a shower. So really beautiful room overall. So many different things in it. Even these chairs look like really nice. I'm sure it's comfortable. Oh yeah. I'm gonna chill out a bit, take probably an hour-long shower, and then we're gonna show you what else is in this hotel, because they have a spa, they have a gym, they have restaurants, and then they have breakfast as well in the morning, which is apparently next level. I'm excited to see it all, but the room itself is crazy. Really enjoying this 5-star stay. Janu is pretty awesome so far. Also here they wrote us a nice little note. Dear Mr. Barris and Mr. Levin, welcome to Janu, Tokyo, your home away from home. We hope your journey with us will be full of communal warmth, kindred connections, and new discoveries. May your stay spark lasting memories. Signed, the GM. And then there's some snacks here too. So I don't know what this is. Is that banana? Or maybe it's like a bready snack. And then here is perhaps, I don't know, maybe like some seaweed. And then we have 2 pastries as well. Let me give this a quick try. Tastes like a biscotti. So this snack kind of looks like bread. Nope, more like a cracker. All right, I'm expecting like a Ritz flavor. A little cheddary, kind of tastes like pirate's booty. This is the last of the complimentary snacks. Oh yeah, that is definitely wasabi chips. So really nice complimentary stuff. Let's see what else we have. So far though, so good. Lots of cool things here. Currently outside of the premises of Janu, and it's really beautiful. It's very Japanese. You have like the pond right here, half expecting some koi fish to like jump out, but it's just really zen here. I mean, like look at these little cute areas to sit on. And then I think there's some like really nice shops. I mean, from our room, we were able to see like Dior, Chanel, like a bunch of luxury brands, and I think all of them are over there. So we'll walk a little bit around here and just see like when you stay at a 5-star hotel, what are the 5-star stores perhaps and restaurants that are next to them? And they have a really nice garden, so far so good. So right across from the hotel is a Hermes, which is of course like extremely luxury. So that's how you know you're in 5-star territory. And there's also like a beautiful Tower Plaza mall that I think has even more stores that's right across from us. But the structures, the architecture, like everything here is just honestly really beautiful. I see why people pay the premium to stay at a 5-star, because it's not only the hotel you get, but it's also the surrounding areas. And if you thought Hermes was fancy, there's a Rolls-Royce exhibit right outside of the hotel. And they have, I guess, one of their new cars that they're promoting over there. Okay guys, we just checked out the wellness center. We saw the gym, we saw the spa. Obviously we don't want to show because people are using the facilities right now, so we don't want to have like anybody on camera. There's people walking around in towels and stuff, but here's some good B-roll. Really amazing in there. It's the largest hotel gym in Tokyo and also the largest pool in Tokyo, period. It's actually incredible in there. They have a golf simulator for driving and then a lot of other things as well. So definitely 5-star amenities to match the 5-star nature of the Janu Hotel. So actually within that price tag you pay, you do end up extracting some decent value just from all the cool things that you can access. So one of the perks about being at a 5-star hotel is that you get really good room service. So on this iPad right here, you can scroll and see pictures of everything you can get with the pricing as well. So I'm going to order a couple of things off of room service and to see what the quality is like and whether it's truly 5-star. Now since it's late, I'm thinking of maybe getting a dessert or so. So let's see what they got. They got a tiramisu, they have vegan chocolate tart, different types of ice cream, and a fresh fruit platter. So I think I'll get one of these and then maybe something else. They have a midnight menu as well. So you can get hot udon, different rice, vegetable curry. Okay. All right, I'm gonna basically get some sort of assortment of items, and then once the food comes, we'll assess it and see what 5-star room service is actually like. All right, guys, the food has come. I ended up dozing off a little bit, but the room service is ultimately here, and this is what we have. So for $100, 5-star room service looks like this. I got a tiramisu, a chocolate scoop of ice cream, a club sandwich with french fries, garlic mashed potatoes, potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and last but not least, shrimp and pork dumplings. I'm probably gonna have like a bite of each of this and then doze off. It's super late, I'm very tired, but the food looks wonderful. And for $100 is actually decent value at a 5-star place. Some other details you get is like these little origamis, these cranes that they give to you, one in gold and then one in black. And then you get some of these like little cute Tabasco sauces as well. And just a really nice overall presentation. So I'm gonna get to eating and I'll let you know how it is.
Make the face.
Ooh, everywhere. So from the bites I had, the food was actually quite good, really high quality, definitely 5-star. My favorite was actually probably the chocolate ice cream. It was just a really good bite. Other than that, the two sides are great, the mac and cheese and the garlic mashed potatoes. I don't love the club sandwich, but then again, do I ever love a club sandwich? Who loves a club sandwich? Very boring item overall. But yeah, this was definitely great. Certainly fits within the 5-star parameters. I'm glad I got it. Let's move on. All right, guys, it's the morning, so we just finished our sleep. Now we're heading down to the breakfast that's included. So this is a 5-star breakfast buffet that we're about to take a look at. So let's see if it's any good. So far, the stay has been wonderful. It's truly been 5-star, but I feel like this is what really caps it off. All right, guys, so we just got in here to the breakfast area. It is absolutely beautiful. The menu is stunning too. There's so many different options. So I started things off with a mixed berry smoothie and an iced tea, and then we're gonna take a look because they have everything ranging from a normal American breakfast to Japanese breakfast. But so far, for 7 a.m. breakfast at a 5-star hotel, I am loving it. It's a really good way to start the morning. Also in Tokyo right now, it's raining, so really nice ambiance. And behind us, we have Tokyo Tower. Doesn't get much better than this. All right, so we just got the drinks. This is what the smoothie's looking like. A nice deep purple color, so you know it's real berries. And the iced tea looks amazing as well. So let's give these bad boys a try. It looks as good as it tastes. And they use soy milk, which I'm usually not a fan of, but today I'm soy. All right, and then time for the iced tea. Looks very good. So far, I've been hard pressed to find a good iced tea because a lot of countries, when I ask for an iced tea, they just give me hot tea and then throw ice cubes in it. But this one actually looks freshly brewed, like a black tea. So let's give it a sip. Finally, some good normal iced tea. All right, guys, take a look at this. This is my breakfast. This is the full Japanese breakfast, the prefix that you get. I have tuna sashimi, I have a salmon, I have a Japanese omelet, I have some miso soup, I have rice, I have some tea here, and then a couple more things that I'm not even sure what it is. I'm really excited to eat this. This is certainly 5-star dining at a 5-star hotel while we're 5-star traveling. And then Michael just got his. He got truffle scrambled egg toast and then matcha pancakes with matcha syrup on the side. This is certainly elegant eating. All right, we're gonna start with the sashimi. I love me a tuna sashimi, and it looks really high grade as well. That's really good. This is the Japanese omelet, so it's quite fluffy. And very good. I don't know what this is, but it kind of looks like a finger, but it might be like shellfish, maybe like a lobster or something. I have no idea what this is, but it's very good. Let's try this salmon now. Really good crisp to it. I think it's just like a salted, crispy salmon. Everything has been great. Egg, the fish, the meat, the rice, the tea, the soup. I'm loving it. Certainly 5-star. Now time to try the matcha pancakes with the red bean paste and then the matcha syrup. This thing looks like an Instagrammer's like dream. Oh, very soft to cut through. Yeah. I mean, that's good. So that's it from the hotel. It was definitely 5-star worthy. I really enjoyed my stay between everything we got here. I mean, the room was beautiful, the hotel, all the amenities, and then to top it off, the breakfast. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Let me know which of these first class segments you enjoyed the most. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe me, your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.